Salute everybody. Salute. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker. I hope everybody's had a blessed Tuesday. I have. Um, I wanted to do this live. But let me salute everybody. Shane, thank you for pulling up. Ling Lang. Hey love. Hey, it's Skull Gang Toy. Hey sis. Hey Dragon. In today's world, hey Mondi. Hey, salute love. Thank you for pulling up. Today's world is crazy and it's every day is getting crazier. By the day, it's getting crazier and crazier, and we judge a lot of things that's going on, and without question, we judge it. We judge people based on everything that's going on. Salute, She Reigns. Thank you so much for pulling up. And it's broken people versus evil people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't know the difference because of the actions that's taken, the things that's happened from the people that do the things. And so I just wanted to speak a bit about broken people versus evil people. And guys, I'm not gonna even lie today. I did not do any research like I usually do. I usually be up on top of my game. And for whatever reason, Marie Phillips, thank you so much for pulling up, love. Thank you. Salute to the Rock Squad. Salute, So Icy Coco. Salute, sis. It's broken people versus evil people. It says, do not confuse a broken person for an evil person. A broken person can be fixed. An evil person cannot. An evil person causes pain. They hurt others. They deliberately cause chaos. Stick with that for a second. An evil person deliberately causes chaos. Salute, Sis RH Unlimited. Salute. That's okay. Thank you so much, Miss Marie. Thank you. Hey, love always. Hey, sis. How are you? Salute, Heather. Salute, salute, salute. Thank you so much for pulling up, Heather. I appreciate you. It says, don't forget to let that stick. An evil person causes pain. They hurt others. They deliberately cause chaos. A broken person would never do any of those things because they know how it feels to be on the other side of those actions. Don't confuse someone who can be saved with someone that you will need to be saved from. That was deep for me when I read that. And I wanted to read a couple of things to you guys to know, you know, and ask y'all the difference between broken and evil. Evil people usually don't change. Exactly, love always. Exactly. And that's true. That's true. And do y'all believe that evil people cause chaos? These are some stories, but on the story tip, like, hey Blue Moon, hey sis, thank you so much for coming through. Salute Rose, salute. She said I'm currently having a problem with an evil close family member. Unfortunately, definitely evil. Heather, would you explain what the problem is? Hey Mississippi Swan, thank you so much. Salute Sagius, salute. Thank you so much, Sag, for coming through. Thank you. It's a lot going on, as we all know, in these YouTube streets. But for those that did pull up, thank you so much. There are definitely narcissists and psychopaths. Absolutely. Evil people live to ruin others, and that they do. So I'm going to ask the chat about this story. Is this evil? Woman arrested after she reportedly kills boyfriend's 6-year-old daughter. Stuffed the body in a bucket and then dropped the bucket off in the yard of the girl's mother. So the K word, her boyfriend's child, 6 years old, stuffs her in a bucket and takes the bucket and throws it in the real mother's yard. My mother, and I found out in December, has been doing more than just trash talking really bad things about me to purposely try to ruin my life. So sad and so true. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's evil. It is. It is. Hey, Six Dub, salute, brother, salute. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Mondi. What is that? Salute, Miss T. Salute, sis. What are we dealing with today? What are we dealing with in today's world where this woman would hurt her boyfriend's child, stuff her in a bucket, and then take her to the real mother's home? Hey, Mama Boo, salute, love. Thank you so much for coming through. She did it to ruin those she couldn't control. Absolutely. She said, Miss Marie says, evil has no faces. They make people believe they're good, but behind closed doors, they show how they were. Another one. New video show Mississippi woman instigated their deaths after pulling up to the family's house to fight. So, with her instigating, did that call for death? Was was the person that did that to her evil, or were they just broken people? Could be due to things that was happening in the family. Salute, Shan Love. Salute. Thank you for pulling up, Shan. So is that evil? With her instigating, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know how family rivalries are and can go forever. Family rivalries can go on forever where you've just been taught the word. Maybe they think they better than you and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I have been raised in family like that. I have. She said, I'm so sorry to all those having to deal with such evil people. Absolutely. And I dropped the link for anybody that would love to come up and share their commentary. Heather, if you would like to come and share, to kind of give us some insight, you are more than welcome to hit the link. Another story. Video shows in Fort Lauderdale a woman being intentionally ran over by her childhood friend. She kept running her over. She kept running her childhood friend over. She said that was a broken family. It was, love always. I agree. And we all don't have to agree on the same thing. It's okay to have a difference of opinion in how y'all feel, but I do know how it is to come up with family, and you hear aunties and they always thought they was better than us. Whoop raised us. We weren't raised with them, and things like that. And this side of the family might have a little money and always did the right thing with their money, so it's just been harbor hate towards them. She said, I hate to see families beefing, exposing each other. But nowadays, Mondi, it's the norm. It's really the norm. Hey, sis. It's so families going against families. Ain't that the new normal thing we seeing nowadays? Ain't that really what is going on? That's why I be telling y'all, like, the unrealistic things are being made realistic, whether we like it or not. Another story. Is this broken people or evil people? North Carolina Spanish teacher and soccer coach arrested after seven female students ages 11 to 13 say he sexually touched them. When people go through that, is that broken people or evil people? Hey, Dee. Hey, D Goddess of Love. Sorry about that. Hey, D Goddess of Love. What's deep-rooted evil and hate, probably driven by jealousy with the friends? Absolutely. That's exactly what happened, love always. And I just wanted to give y'all some stuff, just to give y'all some stuff about evil people and hurt people. Like, we have the Jeffrey Dahmer story that went on Netflix. They made money in millions. She ranks that it can be both. It can be both, in my opinion. Absolutely. Remember the Jeffrey Dahmer. And if you've seen that series, and so many people did commentary on that series, that was evil to me. That was evil to me. That wasn't a broken, not saying that the parents was always honest about the the stories, and everybody's always 100% about the way they perceive the stories and push the stories out there for us to come. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, to me, it was an evil person. That's something. Sometimes home is broken when tragedy happened within the family. On that last statement that you had said, yeah, it's something broken. Hey, daughter, thank you for pulling up, y'all. That's my baby right there. Thank you, love. I love you. That was definitely evil. Hey, Mama Kim. Hey, real life with Mama Kim. Yep, 2 out of 0. Yep, thank you. 2 Mississippi women gunned down on Facebook Live after pulling up to a woman's house to fight. Is that justified? Is that justified that when somebody pulls up to your house that you automatically take their life because they pulled up at your house? Hi, Miss Kathy. How you doing? Thank you for pulling up, Kathy Bryan. Thank you so much. Thank you, daughter. Go check out Switching Lanes season 2, episode 1, baby, and check out my last live. I think you will really get something out of that. So when you pull up to my house, is it automatically for me to take your life? Even if it's just a fight. If it's just a fight, not no breaking into the house, greater, is that automatically good for me to take your life? Is that evil, or is that just broken people? No, it was family that was broken. Technically, yes, they consider that home invasion in Dallas. Oh, I did not know that. Toya says sometimes you fuck around, go to nobody's house and find out. Absolutely. And I'm not knocking that. Okay, sis. Hey, how you doing, PM channel? Thank you for coming through. Okay, video show Shreveport, Louisiana. In Shreveport, Louisiana, gunned down a black man in the back and killing him during a traffic stop. Are those police evil, or are they broken? He didn't have a weapon. She said, if you pull up with that intention, depends rather you live. Okay. Okay. But is it to take a life? Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, and I understand what y'all saying. I'm just saying, when you automatically pull that trigger do you pull it with, you don't know if they had a pistol themselves, you really can't say you really incurred what they was coming to do. But they're not going to pull up to your door, so you're going to take matters into your own hand. So this black man has shot in his back during a traffic stop. Was that right for him to get his life taken? Are those police officers evil or broken? And these are questions I had because I didn't know how to judge the difference. Judge the difference. Texas man fatally shoots 2 gay men in 2 days after meeting them on Grindr. Was that evil, or this is somebody that was broken? This is the face. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's the face of the black man that took the lives of 2 gay men. She said, evil police officers. I'd rather take a life than them take mine if bad is intended. And I agree. If it comes to rather you're a threat to me and my kid's life, absolutely, love always. They are both evil and broken. PM channel, can you explain to me why you feel like they're both evil and broken? They say you can't be the same. Now, when I just read it, it said you cannot mistake evil for broken. Because they said that evil, and I'm going to read it again. So what about this young man, this black man that took the life of 2 gay men? He met up with both of them and took their lives. Is he a broken black man, or was he evil? Sometimes people who have medical issues in which they see or think or hear weird things that go on in their mind, sometimes called schizophrenic that will make them some work on evil. Sadie said that's evil. Hey sis, hey Lady K sis. Let me read another one. Because I'm really wanting to know. Okay, Shank Rock has talked about this. 85-year-old Andrew Lester, who shot Ralph Yarl. And remember, his kids came and said he was prejudiced. It's okay, sis. It's okay. Thank you for coming. Was he evil or broken? Was he evil or broken? Love always said it depends on the situation. Sometimes when it comes to taking lives. So okay, sis. What about them being two gay men, not just two white men, but two gay men? And I get what y'all saying about the schizophrenic. I do. But can we keep? How do we get over that? The mental people always using mental health, like when the blue guy went into the grocery store and killed all those people, and they said that he had mental issues. He was schizophrenic. Was that evil? When they went into school and took those kids' lives, was that evil or broken? She said I was a broken old man by the way of the world. Absolutely. I agree with that. Ohio cops who shot man 90 times and killed him in 2022 will not be criminally charged. Was that evil? 90 times. She said, I think you could be evil and broken at the same time. Being broken can stem from childhood, and being evil is taking action for bad. Marie said, Miss Parker, I am texting off what you are reading. No, Marie, it's okay. No. I'm just really asking. I just wanted to cover some stories. I should have did better with my notes, and I can't lie today. I've been tripping, girl. I went over to Smoke said evil. So off the subject real quick, that was evil cops. She Rain said, we live in an evil and broken world. We will always face trouble in this world. That's why it's a must to have a relationship with our creator. I could say much on this topic. I'm gonna drop the link. She Rains, if you would like to join me, I would love that. Because as I stated, I can't lie and say I did my notes. I should have done my notes like I do for all my lives, but I didn't. They always commit crimes and blame it on mental issues. Most acts were evil. She said broken. PM Channel said they are not the same. Some are evil without the intent of intentionally harming someone. Some are broken in their thinking, background and upbringing, and the thought process. Yeah. Hey, Angel Chocolate, thank you for coming through. Salute Smoke. Today's topic was the difference between evil people and broken people. What could you add to this?
Evil people just do stuff because they just evil. Now, when you're broken because somebody broke your heart, that's different from being evil. Broken hearted, you go sit up under a tree, get high, get drunk. That's being broken. But evil, you intend to hurt somebody because you know you want to hurt somebody. You know what you're doing. So there is a difference between broken and evil.
So what you
The
think
evil.
about this? Right here, this comment. Lady K said, "I think broken people become evil. So many things that can go wrong in a person's life can cause a flip of the spirit to where they go from mental to broken to evil."
No, because guess what? How many people did you know that's been broken hearted but never did do nothing evil?
Okay, elaborate a little bit for
How
me.
many people do you know that's been broken hearted but did not do anything evil? How many
I
people
mean,
do you
I know
know?
some.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They, they were brokenhearted, but they didn't do anything evil. Now, how many people you know that was evil just did evil things all the time? A lot of them, right? Think about it. So just because you're brokenhearted, that don't mean you're gonna go do nothing evil.
Okay. And I
Okay?
get that, but I and she said not for everybody, but for some, yes. And why? And also, why do you feel? Why do you? And I'm asking not just smoke to the bone, but why do y'all feel like when these evil acts happen, it is blamed on social media? It's blamed on. I mean, I'm not social media. My bad, you guys. It is blamed on schizophrenic and mental
You,
health issues and some more stuff.
you know why they blaming on that? That's an easy way to get off. There's an easy way of getting a lighter sentence. That's why they start saying that. All of a sudden you hear, oh, this person did that, but you didn't hear nothing about it before. Because if it was there before, they would have been in a mental institution. When you can pick up a gun and go shoot up a bunch of people, you know what you're doing. It ain't like you mental and you just doing something out the blue. No, it don't happen like that. Like the man who went and killed them 5 people, he knew what he was doing. Was he mental? Was he something wrong with him? No. He just wanted to do what he wanted to do and didn't want nobody to tell him nothing. You have to look at it like that. Most of the time,
So Love always said, not to cut you off, Smoke, but she said, I think people were born evil. It's just a matter of time when it's fully exposed. How do you feel about that?
you're not born evil because you're born not knowing the right from wrong. So you're not born even. You're coached into evil. You're taught into evil, but you're not born in the evil. You know what?
But why do you feel that way?
Okay, you got to think about, and I can't quote the right scripture for it. You got to think about a baby is not accountable for his sins until a certain age. So that means he have no knowledge of what he's doing. He have no understanding what he's doing. But when you have understanding of what you're doing, when you know what you're doing, you know. But you're not born into it. And I'm gonna say this, but I'm not gonna talk about it no more. The people that go the other way. Oh, I was born like this. No, you wasn't. That's something that you picked up, you created on. So no, you're not born evil.
So let's go off of this since you said they pick up what they know or what they've learned. So in the Jeffrey Dahmer series, if you don't mind me going off this for a minute, they showed the story that was told was he just used to ride with his father and pick up roadkill. And also his father and mother argued all the time, which I'm not saying that's the full story of everything, but I don't think everybody is being taught evil.
Right. So
And we do all have different opinions. You're right, Lady K, because I am. I got a different opinion. PM, and let me read this, Smoke. PM Channel said, people see what the world accepts. They understand the game and use mental illness to get off and receive a lighter sentence, which is sad for those who actually deal with mental illness.
right. Hmm. So
Love
true.
always said, it's some kids that's evil young. I've seen it.
How young though? Are they 1 evil? Are they 6 months evil? Are they a year evil? They're not evil because they have to find where their place is. So what I mean is when you're born, you don't know anything, but you're learning, picking up on things that you hear, that you see to create who you are. You get what I'm saying? So you're learning, oh, I see daddy smoking cigarettes, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes. You're learning that, you're picking up on that. You don't come out and say at 1 years old, I'm gonna pick up a cigarette. You don't know what a cigarette is.
But smoke, that's different from someone. growing up in a house. I've seen it myself where people have grown up with Christian parents, you know what I'm saying, Baptist parents and things like that. Parents grew up in the church and they do evil things. So how can you say that it's taught to them?
Who do the kids do evil things?
Yes, kid.
Okay. No,
Okay. So
okay,
you
right.
wait a minute. Hold on. You said something about scriptures, but in the Bible wasn't when it the Cain and Abel story. If we're gonna talk about that, like use a Bible as you know what I'm saying, Cain and Abel was Cain and Abel's parents. Wasn't they Christian people? Wasn't they very humble Christian people? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Was they taught? Oh, yeah, we're gonna kill today. You might have to kill one day.
Mm-hmm. They was taught that.
Why do you think that they was taught that, Smoke? I don't agree with that.
But okay, they was taught it, or when they got of age, they seen so much going on, and they came into their mind, well, this is what I want to do as well.
She said, Mama Kim said, I think everyone has a little evil in them. If you get mad enough, there is no telling what you
Okay,
might do to another person.
that's different, but you got to think about. I'm the nicest person in the world, nicest person in the world, but there are certain things you can't do to me. It's not being evil. It's called protecting yourself from somebody trying to harm you. So if somebody trying to do something to you and you do something back to them, that don't make you evil. You protecting yourself.
Hey, Shank Rock, salute. What's your input on this, Shank?
Salute, Miss Parker. Salute, Smoke. I'm driving. I'm probably like 5 minutes from where I'm gonna stop. Let me just go on mute until I stop driving, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
slide in.
Okay. Angel said evil is more of a demonic spirit, chaotic spirit. It's deep within the soul.
Okay. So where do demonic spirits come from?
So are you going to say it comes from the parents?
No.
Okay.
It's something that they pick up on. My father was an alcoholic. I don't want to be. I know alcoholic. So what your parents do, it don't fall on you. It's what you choose to do.
Okay.
So it's the things that you see that you pick up on and learn these things.
Okay, well, let me be honest about my household. My father had never pulled out a gun, was never engaged from anything I know. I've never seen drugs or anything like that. And when I started running the streets, I was in gangs. I was holding guns. I got pictures with guns and things like that. So there wasn't nothing I picked up from home. We
Right.
wasn't allowed to even watch. Look, my mother was a Jehovah Witness, and we wasn't allowed to watch gang violence or anything, those kind of movies. So where are you saying I got that from to do that? To do, you know what I'm saying?
Where did
To
you get
rob
that from?
stores.
Where did you get that from? Because you seen it in the streets and you wanted to be a part of it.
But I didn't. I never seen that in the streets before I went.
But
It's
you
just something I think, it was like, oh, it's a gun. I want to hold one. I want one.
right.
I want a
Because that's
gun.
what you
I
wanted
never
to
knew
do.
what the gun could do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like nobody was showing or shooting anybody to make me say, oh, I want to hold that gun. Oh, I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. You're
Love
right. And I
always
agree.
said, she said 1 and 2 and their surroundings are nothing like the things that they do.
Hmm. Yep, true.
So again, that's why I'm saying smoke to the bone. Hey, Miss Arissa. Hey, how are you? And it's okay. She said we were born into sin and shaped into inequity.
Shaped into iniquity. Yes, true. We was
Iniquity.
born into sin, but we choose to do the sins. It's not that that's what we're supposed to do. No. Sins of the world. You don't have to do what's in the world.
Marie Phillips said it's starting at 6. Yes, 6 years old. I had seen something on 48 Hours how children at that age their moms.
Okay, you got to think about it. Up until recently, how many 6-year-olds had killed the teacher? 6 years old now, or 7-year-olds, 8 years old. They don't. We wasn't doing that back then. So when the student beat up the teacher like she did, was she evil or was she broken?
She was broken to me.
What was she broken for? Why was she broken?
I mean, sometimes as parents, we raise our kids. If anybody do anything to you, and we some parents spoil their children, and
That's not broken.
well, that's a broken household. Yeah, it is when we
No.
feel when we get smoke when we treat. I think to me when we treat our kids like they don't have to respect their elders, and I've seen a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? I have seen a lot of that. And so why do you feel like so that was evil?
Yeah, it's pure evil. Pure evil. Pure
Why do you think
evil.
that was evil? I just think she
Why?
came from a broken household.
Okay, so she comes from a broken household. That means you doing something. The teachers, a grown up, and the teacher say stop doing it. You keep doing it. You keep hitting a duck. That's not broken. That's evil. You thinking, you knowing what you finna do. That's broken. I mean, that's evil. That's not broken.
Love always said nobody showed Cain called to murder his brother. No one was living a negative life. They was the only ones on earth. Again, Smoke, why do you feel like, hey, Blended Hill, and I would love to hear your input. I had talked to you about this earlier, but when I was talking about doing it, and I just think it's an interesting topic because like how Smoke is saying, how do y'all feel about that right now? Him saying that that little girl that fought that teacher over her cell phone was evil instead of her coming from a broken household.
Evil. So let me ask you this question: if that was your daughter, what would you do?
Yeah, she said Miss Parker can hold on, Smoke, real quick. Yeah, I read this one, Miss Marie, at starting at 6 years old. You saw in 48 Hours where the 6 year old emmed his mother. I Is that from a broken household? And she said that's why you would have to look into the person's background who you deal with before you get into a relation to see what type of person, um, to see about the person.
Let me slide. Can I slide on Miss Parker?
Yes, please.
Both of y'all right. It does come from a broken home, and it is pure evil. But we got to get to the root of it and find out where the broken homes come from. We got to get to the bottom and find out where the pure evil is coming from. Two places: the government, and for my religious people, Satan. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. I can't see who all saluted me, but salute to everybody that's in the chat. If you visit other countries don't have the broken homes and the evilness that's going on like we have. Why? Because certain governments in them countries govern them under strict laws, under
Okay,
godly laws.
can I ask you
Go
a
ahead,
question?
Smoke.
Hold on, Smoke. Let Shane finish real quick.
No, go ahead. Let them ask it. Go ahead.
Go
So
ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you this question: how many single mothers you know that raise their kids? If they do something like that, that parent gonna do what to their kids? Because that parent, a single parent, because they're a broken home in the two, that they're gonna train their kids. You do not touch your grown-ups, right? Right, Mr. Shine? He's that parent that's single, it comes from a broken home. But that one parent is gonna teach that child, you do not do that. If that mother is evil, or tell that child, if anybody hit you, adult or what hit you, you hit them back. That's the
But to me, that's what I'm saying, Smoke. To me, that's coming. Look what Love always said. She said if she had killed that teacher, that would have been evil. The girl was just broken, meaning that when you know, we don't know the girl's household. We ain't heard nothing really. I really ain't read into the story. But what I'm saying is, a lot of us have children early. A lot of us that had children early, we, you know, like me, I was one of those. And you know, where I did so much to my kids when they came back into my life, I wasn't one of those disciplinary type of mothers. You know what I'm saying? But only thing to save me was I was still going to counseling, and you know, my counselor told me you're going to lose your kids to the same path, if not worse, than what you are because you're not putting structure into your home. You get what I'm saying? No structure. Because when you teach, your kids know, like my kids to this day are yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Period. Yes, sir, no, sir. All kids wasn't taught that. All kids wasn't taught that. So I'm sitting in a home. I'm thinking that was just broken. It's just come from a broken family, not an evil place. But I value your opinion. She said this is what I said in my last comments. You can be broken and evil at the same time. Not that one. The one before that. Hold on, Miss Marie. So what do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that?
you can't be broken and even at the same time. You know, you got to think about what is she broken from? She come from a nice, probably a nice, decent house, a parent that give her what she wants as a parent, but she still do she doing what she want to do, not because of she just broken it. I'm just gonna do it. Why she didn't do it before? Why she didn't do anything else? Hello.
Okay, she said, like I would love always said, who teaches a baby to throw a temper tantrum at 5 to 6 months old?
The parent.
You cannot teach a baby to throw a temper tantrum.
You can. But no,
This
no, you can't teach a baby to a timid tantrum. That baby, that's not evil,
Love always said, not today. Parents do nothing. The parents are more like their kids' friends.
right? And that's the problem. That's not because they're evil. That's the
And
problem. The
let me
problem is, go ahead. Hey, I have to back down. I have
let me
to do some business right quick, but I'll be back up in just a minute.
Okay. Thank you for
let me
coming
just
through.
slide in.
Go ahead, Shane.
Let me just. That's due to the government. If we go back before the 90s, if we go back to the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, it was okay to do what? It was okay to chastise your child. Then, when the 90s came, the government took all of that away from the parents. That's where it all started from. So now you in a situation when you go to the 90s, now the parents is in these situations. I was one of them parents. The police got called on me from one of my children. Just so happenly, the police, looked at my daughter and seen that it wasn't no bruises or no marks on my daughter. And the tone of the voice that my daughter was giving the police officer knew that I was in the right. But however, in the 80s, who caught the police on their parents in the 80s? Who caught the police on their parents in the 70s? But what I'm saying is when the 90s hit, that's when the kids was calling the police on their parents. And the police had to go by what was handed down from the government. The school teachers, everybody had to go by what was handed down by the government. The government say, no longer can you chastise your child by beating their ass. That's where all of this started at. Not only with the chastising your children, the broken homes. Where did the broken homes, because if you go back to Black Wall Street in the 1900s, there was no broken homes. And if there was a broken homes, the families fixed it. That's where, okay, a young lady might have had a baby at the age of 13 or 14. So the aunt, the sister, or the mother raised that child as their child, so that child wouldn't grow up in a broken home. Later on, what started to happen? The government seen the power that we had. They knew the power is in the family structure. So what did the government do, y'all? We all know the war on drugs. What did that do? They flooded our community with them drugs. The men did what? Most of the men got hooked on drugs. Most of the men started selling drugs. Then they went a step further with welfare. I know everybody can agree on what welfare done for us as a family and as a community. They put welfare. They started giving the women welfare. And the only way that they would allow the women to get the welfare was what? Take the father downtown and put him on child support. They started issuing the Section 8 vouchers and housing certificates under one stipulation: that man cannot be in that house. So that's where all of this, the broken homes come from. Then with the pure evil. So now you got one parent raising a child. It's no disrespect to the single mothers. It's no disrespect to the single fathers. I was a single father. One parent can't do it. What it done to especially the black women, because the more black women took on the roles of single parents. What it done was it played on the black woman's intelligence, and it started to make the black women feel like a black mother can be both a father and a mother. It ain't happening. A woman can't be both, just like a man can't be both. This is the repercussions of the systematic racism that they willingly inflicted on us and caused the broken homes. Once again, go back to the 50s, the 60s. How do we believe, or what do you think the people back then, how do you think they created Black Wall Street? Something happened. Opposition. Somebody seen the power. Somebody seen the strength in the black family. And somebody moved in and broke that black family structure up. So that's why you got the broken homes. And they just keep going, repeating it over and over and over. Each generation, we're sinking deeper and deeper and deeper in the mud, because the black man want to blame the black woman. The black woman want to blame the black man. The black children don't know who to blame. But it's a collective effort from both that black man and that black woman. They got to stop blaming each other. And they got to get back to what it's all about. The children. I'm going to slide off, Miss Parker. I'm going to stay up here, but I'm going to slide off.
Yeah. She said, love always, I can agree 100% with that, just being human and flawed. And that's why I was reading some of those stories off that I had read up on, Shane, because, you know, so many times have I labeled people evil and didn't realize the difference between broken people and evil people. So the way you just broke that down really makes sense to me. Because when I do these lives, sometimes I do this for questions because I be confused when I thought I knew something I really didn't know, and how Smoke, had his opinion. We all, and everybody's opinion is valued over here because I understand, you know what I'm saying? But I do know a difference to me. And so that's why I was saying, like, the difference between, like the cops shooting the man in the back, no weapon. Did these people come from evil backgrounds or broken backgrounds, Shane? Love always said we can choose not to break up families. We don't try, it's easier to move on. Hard crying from all the gym. Salute Matthew. Salute some blue Miss Raslin. Salute to everybody that just came in. Thank you so much for hitting that like button for me, y'all. Shank, are you on mute? And man, the chat is really, I didn't think I was gonna get this much reaction off of this live because like I said again, I was just wondering because I've judged and labeled so many people, and I was like, let me look into this a little bit. Hey, Miss Latanya, let me look into this and see what the difference is. And I love everybody's input on things. And again, like Love always was saying, her commentary was great on this topic. Shanks was too, because I really think that she said, hey, Miss Tierra, it's okay. It's okay. We were just talking about the difference between broken people and evil people. And, I was wondering if I was making a mistake for those who had, not the people that went into the schools and the grocery stores, but I was like, are those evil people or do they come from broken places? Because we hear their families come on the news and say, oh, well, we never did this. Not saying because we don't know, we wasn't there. And of course, ain't nobody going to be honest all the time on this screen and in front of a camera and tell you that that their household is broken. She said, Miss Parker, thanks for the positive place on YouTube. Thank you, love. Always love you, sis. Love you so much. And thank you for always coming and putting positive input in this. This was just a question that I had for my subscribers because once again, I've labeled people for being evil, and I never took the time out to say, did they come from a broken place? You know what I'm saying? Other than them being evil. Salute Montrese. Thank you so much for coming through, and you as well. Transparency is the best. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. So this is something good for us to all go and look at. Look at some of these stories that I had just presented to y'all, and go and look. Just like I had asked y'all about the old man that shot the young black brother. And like Love always said, it was just something that has been accustomed to his life, because we all know about slave days, us, the name calling, who we are, monkeys and Negroes and the most, and that was implemented in households. Those kind of things we know for a fact was implemented in households, But did he come from an evil place was my question to that. Did he come from an evil place when he shot this young man for coming to the wrong door?
Let me slide back in, Miss Parker, and then I'm gonna slide off for the rest of the evening. Okay. Now let's take it deeper. Now let's take it to the spiritual world. Mm-hmm. We learned this, that the battle, the war is between the spirit and the flesh. We learned that it's a spiritual warfare going on. Now, when we first come in, we come in to this world pure. Everything that we need, God gives it to us. Common sense, our five senses, and then what's supposed to happen is our parents, not our mother, not our father, our parents are supposed to raise us and teach us and instill the spirit of God in us. A lot of people automatically assume when we're born with the spirit of God. When we're born with spirits. But our parents have to be the ones to bring either that godly spirit out of us and have that godly spirit in us to manifest, or either that evil spirit. Because believe it or not, we all got good and bad in us. I know some of us like to think that we so holy and sanctified, but at the end of the day, we all got godly and godly tendencies as well as evil tendencies. Now, if we're not raised up and if we're not taught how to bring that godly tendencies out of us, and I ain't talking about just taking the child to church. I ain't talking about taking the child to the mosque or the synagogue, because we all know, I know some church folks, I know some Muslims, Jehovah's Witness, I know some godly people that cut a fool worse than people that don't even go to church or go to the mosque and the synagogue and all of that. So it's more to following Jesus Christ than going to church and saying I'm saved and praying. It's more to following the Prophet Muhammad than just making prayers 5 times a day, and going to Jumu'ah on Fridays. It's more to all of this than what the eye see. It's what's being taught. It's your heart. And what's happening is the spirit of the devil. Remember, y'all, we on the spiritual reign right now. The spirit of the devil, because if we go by the scriptures, the devil was only given a certain amount of time to rule the earth. And the devil's time is up. And in his last days, according to the scriptures, he says it. He said that I'm going to go after all the people of God. I'm going to come on a straight path. I'm going to find the ones that is worshiping God and serving God. I'm going to find them and I'm going to make them curse God. So we have to keep in mind that it is a spiritual warfare going on. It's a spiritual warfare going on. And in order for us to win in the spiritual warfare, we have to be right. And first, in order for us to be right, our hearts got to be right. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to leave. If your heart ain't right, the rest of the body ain't right. If your heart ain't right, your spirit ain't right and your mind ain't right. If you got a nasty and an evil heart, if you don't want for your brother or your sister what you want for yourself, if you see your brother or your sister, not your biological, but even your biological brother and sisters as well, but if you see them doing good and you don't assist, I take it even further. If you see somebody that's trying to get off drugs, and if you constantly keep giving them drugs, knowing they trying to get off drugs, your heart ain't right. If you see a man or a woman struggling to get their business up and going, and if you walk past that man or that woman, or if you don't support that man or that woman, especially if it's a man or woman that you know, if you don't support them, you walk right past them and go and spend your money with a stranger, your heart ain't right. If somebody supports you, I go even deeper for y'all so everybody in the bushes can hear me. If somebody is on social media and they're sharing your content, if they're sharing your demonstrations, if they're sharing what you bring to the table, if they're always pulling up in your chat and blessing your chat, saluting everybody. But then when they have something to offer the people, and if you ain't sharing their stuff, if you ain't pulling up in their chat, blessing their chat, your heart ain't right. I'ma slide out, Miss Parker. Keep doing your thing. Switching
Shane,
Lanes, episode 2. Go ahead, Miss Parker.
go ahead. Finish promoting. Finish promoting.
Switching Lanes, season 2, episode 1, starring none other than Miss Parker, is available now. Make sure y'all go and watch it. Run them numbers up. Help Miss Parker run them numbers up. Get in the chat, get in the comment, throw them rock signs up, and let Miss Parker know what job she done. If y'all think she sucks, let her know. But I think Miss Parker done a good job in Switching Lanes, season 2, episode 1. So make sure y'all go ahead over there. I dropped the link, and make sure y'all check out Switching Lanes, season 2, episode 1, starring none other than Miss Parker. And make sure y'all show the comment section some love. Go ahead, Miss Parker, before I slide off.
Naira sings. This comment comes from Naira. She's also in Switching Lanes, season 2, episode 1. So again, thank you so much, Naira, for taking your time to give it to me and Shank. As we try to make our dreams come true, even yours as an inspired singer. You know, so with you being an artist, a musician artist, I hope everything, all your dreams come true. She said, question, there were just two girls, you know, K-word, when they went to someone's home uninvited. Which other party was wrong? Was the shooter evil or in the right?
That's for me, Miss Parker.
No, I'm just asking you, what do you feel about that? Because I think the gun violence, anything to do with, like I was saying earlier about somebody pulling up to someone's home. I don't think that's evil. But when you already have the intentions to pull that trigger, does that make the person evil for everybody that pulls a trigger?
Honestly, it just depends. It depends. Self-defense, I don't think it's evil, and I don't think it's wrong when it's self-defense. However, once again, a lot of people that have these guns have evil intentions with these guns. Because what I was always told, if you got a gun, especially if you pulled a gun, you better shoot. So I just feel like if you got a gun for protection, that's fine. But if you don't know when to use that gun, you don't need that gun. Like the young man that went to pick up his siblings, the 16-year-old boy that got shot by the dude. That dude ain't need no gun. Because if you ready to shoot somebody just because they rung your doorbell, you know, if you ready to shoot somebody just because you was fighting and you lost the fight, if you ready to shoot somebody over a female or over a dude, you don't need that gun. Everybody don't need a gun. They don't. And that's part of the government. Once again, y'all, we got to look at the root of this. And why is the government allowing these guns, knowing it's not the guns that hurt people? It's people that hurt people. Don't y'all know in some countries, the police in some countries don't even carry guns? Because once again, if I got a gun, if I whip out a gun, I'm using it. And that's our mind frame now with the violence. We cannot point the finger at these kids. We can't. We have to start, and then I'm going to leave. I got to get out of here. For all of the followers of Jesus, for all my Christians, Jesus fought the government of his times. That's who Jesus fought. Rome, Caesar. He fought the government because he understood it. And he also fought the religious leaders as well. He fought those that was in power because he understood it. He knew. It's the powers to be. Go back to Public Enemy, Chuck D. Fight the power. We got to fight the power. We got a lot of soul searching that we have to do, y'all. I got to slide out. Salute everybody down there in the chat. Salute Miss Parker.
Thank you so much, Shank. I appreciate you for coming with that great commentary. I really do, because I couldn't have done it without you tonight. And also, Smoke to the Bone that hit the panel. I dropped the link. Mama Kim, if you would like to come up. Linda Hill, and I would, like I said, I would love to hear your input and things, because again, this was just a live that I was really just curious on my judging of people with things that I have witnessed happen. So I didn't know if I should say that person was evil or broken. She said the tax collector kings, exactly. So Shane came up here and preached for today, and I appreciate that, because y'all, I so didn't know what else to say about this because I was conflicted. She said what I was trying to say is a lot of people who commit crimes do not have a mental problem. They consciously make a decision. Kathy, I agree with that. I do. She said Jehovah's Witnesses go house to house all the time uninvited. No one is shooting them. So when people are randomly shooting people on their property, that's evil. I agree. No, I was asking for the links to the series. Oh, okay. I got to get up on my nerves to hit a panel. Okay. Hey, Lady Fresh, the Fresh Perspective, Salute Love. Thank you so much for coming through. And salute to Smoke. Salute to everybody in the chat that had gave their opinion on this conversation, because it gave me a better outlook. When I hit this panel all the time, I don't know what to say, on subjects like this, because I thought I knew the answers when really I didn't. So I was asking, hey, Blended Hillen, I'm looking at this comment. Hey, Blended Hillen, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just a little tired today.
Oh, you sound tired.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this? Because like I was saying, Blended Hillen, I've judged so many people for being evil, thinking they was evil, but I didn't know the difference between was they broken people or evil people.
I believe that I put it in the chat. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I put it in the chat. Evil is in opposition to God. So if you keep that in the back of your mind when you're looking at different things, if you keep that in mind when you're looking at the different circumstances of how, if it's righteous or not. I agree with Shank when he was saying that if there's evil, if there's intention, then yes, it is, because it goes against God's law about thou shalt not, that word. And but then when you look at brokenness, brokenness has to do with, let me backtrack, I'm sorry. When it comes to evil, it's based upon morals as well. It's your morality. So if the social norms are saying that this is against what we consider the morals that we were given when it comes to certain situations, social situations, I do agree with Shank when it comes to the government, because the government has been so laxed in laws that they are trying to change the trajectory of what is acceptable and what is not. And I think the older we get, the more we see how things have changed in our lifetimes of what we were considered moral and right, and now what we consider expanding and what is moral and what is wrong. So what they're trying to do, or what they have done, is they allowed the social norms, what we were growing up as knowing, to expand that of what has been socially acceptable. When it comes to being broken, broken has to do with your own behavior pattern, meaning that something happened to you in order to alter your vision or your heart, because it means that something has broken your heart. Something has deep down inside, something tragically happened to you, or you experienced some type of tragic event that made you alter your mindset, that you can actually lash out on other people based upon how you're feeling. And I believe that is more of it's a mental situation when it comes to brokenness, because it feels as though you have no other option. You are down so deep in the dump state and you feel that there's no way out. So that's what I feel brokenness is. How did I do?
That was great. Because, like I said, today was you think you can study everything I do commentary on Glenda Hill, and I really don't know. Sometimes I do things because I want to learn, I want to know, and the way you and Shank explained it, I got a better outlook on the difference between evil and broken, the difference between self-discipline and self-control from just the chat and their answers too, and so in life we judge without knowing what we're even judging the person on, whether it's good, bad, ugly, evil. And thank you for explaining this to me. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else got good
And
insight.
I was, and I'm so rude. I'm so rude. Hi, Miss Parker.
Hi, Priscilla. Hi, my love.
Hi, Shane. Hey, y'all in the chat. Hey, yeah. How y'all doing today? I'm so sorry. I was being so rude, and I apologize for that. Please forgive me.
No, it's a work day for you, and I know how hard you work, and I understand. Everybody has a life, and life isn't easy for none of us, and we just be tired, and it's okay. Today is gloomy here. It's been chilly today. It was cold. It was real cool yesterday, so I get it. So there's no need to apologize for being tired. Miss LaKendra said, "Don't come to my home and disrespect it. I have an obligation to protect my home base. Everyone needs to understand boundaries. My home is my safe place."
And she's absolutely correct, because, like I said, things are different. Um, that goes back and leans into what I originally said. Um, she's absolutely correct in protecting her home and her person. I believe that it's a case by case situation, but because of the simple fact of the way we all were grown, well, were growing up to understand what was right and wrong. We know morally what is right and wrong based upon uh, our life. Okay. Some people got the lesson, some people didn't. But when it comes to going to somebody else's home or trying to do physical harm to somebody else, morals, what does that do? Morals tend to lean into an evil act with intention. So they come to the home, and this is where your intuition comes in, because now you can get.
You went out for a minute, Glenda Hill.
And so you kind of gauge it and understand that this person may be coming to do some physical harm at home. You know what I'm saying? You give them a warning. You know what I'm saying? This is then it. This ain't it. If you're coming in here with that intention, this ain't it. So, like I said, it's the social norms that are being stretched, what is acceptable and what is not. I think that those in power are so-called leaders in the government on both sides, if you can read between the lines, are setting a precedent on what is good and what is right and what is fair and what is just. Us as a people have not received that equal treatment. So we're receive that equal treatment. Now, me growing up, I can only speak to me. Me growing up, I was taught by my parents about the other side. So we can pretty much we have a radar against the other side because we were taught about the other side. On the other hand, the other side doesn't really know anything about us because they weren't taught about us in that aspect. They were taught fear against us because of what they did morally incorrect in the background of this country. So when things are being stretched out, they are emboldened to do things that socially is immoral. Okay. Us, on the other hand, we have been in a battle mode for so long that we are always in defense mode, even when it comes down to our own. So we just have a different radar. But also, our people also are very humble, and we have more love. I'm not going to say that that's not a good statement. I think that we are more of a loving people when it comes to certain situations because we can understand the plight of our people where others cannot. So we're always at defense mode. Always at defense mode. It's the first thing that comes up. We walk out of our homes with two radars. One is for our regular moral compass, and the other radar that we have is like lack of trust. So because that's what we were taught, lack of trust. And I believe it's more prevalent in our situation, or I should say from a minority point of view. Did I say that politically correct?
You did. You
Okay.
did. You did. Thank you so much, Blended Healing. And again for sharing your commentary with me. Hey Danny, thank you for coming. When I will leave, Jen and Zeke, LaKendra, thank you guys, Mississippi Swan, thank you guys so much for coming, and everybody else in the chat. I hope everybody got a better understanding. And like I said, everybody's opinion is valued over here. We're gonna agree to disagree, and we're not gonna all have the same opinion on everything. It's just what it is. It doesn't have to be a scratch about it. It doesn't have to be none of that. No disrespect or nothing like that. We all just everybody in life has a difference of opinion. It's okay, Dirty Rev Vibe sis. Just replay it whenever you get time, because I know you're busy and stuff with work.
I'm gonna drop down, Miss Parker. Thank you.
Okay, I got a big announcement too, Blended Healing. Before you go, let me throw this out there. I'm so blessed with where my channel has taken me. So today, I went and kicked it with Miss Callie's Kitchen and things like that. Thank you, everybody. And I'm free to be me. I don't want everybody going, "Are you okay, Miss Parker? What's going on?" I am free to be me. When I'm on my channel, when I'm on my panel, delivering a message and content, I am Miss Parker. That's who I am in real life. But I am free to have fun. I am free to act a fool because that's what I do. I like having fun. I like making people laugh and things like that. As long as I'm not hurting anybody's feelings and things like that, y'all might see me cut a cloth. You know what I'm saying? I just try not to be that person all the time on this app. So when y'all go and look at Miss Callie's kitchen. Everything was all jokes. We was bored today. It's gloomy outside, and you know, as her panel, that's what she does, and we just like to have fun. But don't take that as, well, I can't take her serious, because people are so quick to judge on this app because you let loose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But again, I didn't let loose to hurt anybody's feelings or dog anybody or anything like that. So please quit being so judgmental when y'all see something happen on this app or see me cutting a fool. As long as I'm not disrespecting anybody, that's all that matters. Thank you, YouTube Messy. But on the brighter note of things, I was hit up by a subscriber. And I don't want to release her name yet because it was so blessed for me that she would like me to share this story that's so pure. And, you know, with us talking about people with the gun violence situation, it has to do with gun violence. And her 12-year-old son was murdered due to gun violence. And I really want to take the seriousness to this story and put my all behind it, because you're watching me and I didn't put my all behind this commentary, and I should have. So I take accountability for not doing all my homework and needing Blended Healing and Shank Rock up here to help me with my understanding. I really should have put my homework in while I was over there cutting a fool. I should have put my all into my content. And this won't happen again. I will take my content serious. But at the end of the day, this young lady reached out to me and she said that how I've been delivering my content, she hasn't spoke on this story in 15 years. And she saw something in me that felt like I might make a difference with this story as she can. And I want to help this woman be open and tell her story and let us make a difference. If it starts on this platform, and I don't want to just talk about it, Blended Healing, I really want to go the extra mile. So for those that rock with me and truly support me, push me as I push myself to find out the direction I need to go to. If I have to go to the White House myself, if I have to go to write letters to senators about the gun violence, about us losing our youth, not just losing our youth, but our loved ones. Blended Healing, we are losing so many, and I don't ever want that call. No parent wants that call. We can't never get these lives back. And I promise her, and I promise you guys, I'm going to do better, and I'm going to start making a difference. Not just for her, but for everybody that has lost a loved one due to gun violence. Next month is Gun Violence Awareness Month. So many times do we get on these platforms and we talk about it, but what do we do about it? I want to be a doer and a talker. So I wanted to share this news and to this mother that's in the chat right now. Thank you so much, Miss Arissa Bay, for trusting in me to tell your son's story along with you. Thank you so much for believing in me. I appreciate you. And to all my supporters and subscribers, if y'all have lost anyone, put yourself in her shoes, because y'all feel the same pain that she does. And if we really feel some type of way, let's really all stand together and make a difference. Let's do something right for once. That's all I'm asking for.
May I offer?
Yes.
For the young lady who lost her son, and for all those who have lost their children or loved ones due to gun violence, I pray for your healing. I pray for your strength. And I am my heart is heavy when I hear these things, because it's senseless, and it does feel as though there has been a war that we have been fighting across this country in all races. But when it comes to our community, it hits home more because it's our community, just like everyone has their own community. Mrs. Parker, I commend you for wanting to do, not wanting, I commend you for doing, taking action in your own unique way to combat this disease that is plaguing our community. I commend you for that. May I offer, there is many, many stories on this platform, on this app, of people who have suffered in that case. We have seen several news reports of people coming together and telling their story. But the good thing about it is that you, Miss Parker, along with Brother Shank, have a unique gift in storytelling. May I offer that you put together something where you're interviewing these men, women, children who have lost their loved ones to gun violence and create a platform. We already know the direction that Brother Shank is going. And like I told you before, between you two together, it's a movement. And there's change that is coming. It may not be in our lifetime. I hope it would be. But if of all of the stories that have plagued our people, or people in general, when it comes to gun violence, and put together a I don't even want to call it that, a soliloquy, but what I would say to create some type of a movie, so to speak, with all different types of stories. So that way, when you go to Washington or presenting, when you have this type of video, where you go into the schools, where you go into different locations, whether it's communities, you have a video that you can show and share, so it brings it more out into the open of what it really feels like when that happens. Because we hear the story, we see it on the news for like 2 minutes, 2 seconds, and then it's gone, then it's out of our minds. But if you keep reminding people, showing that there's real people that do go through this, and keep putting it in their face, they have to face it. So now it comes back to our own community to say, what are we going to do this? What are we going to do about this? What are we going to do? So I believe that may be a start. And that's it.
Thank you, Blended Healing. Thank you so much. So hopefully in the next week or so, you guys will join me to tell the story of Colin Michael Germany. He was 12 years old, and due to gun violence, he's no longer with us. Don't just feel this mother's pain. Let's put ourselves in her shoes and really feel her pain. Thank you so much, Blended Healing, for giving me those suggestions, because I need to start ASAP going to these schools, and Shank doing videos with me, other than switching lanes, to start my journey on making a difference. I love you, Arissa. Thank you so much for letting me share this story, being able to share this story, and letting you tell your son's story on this platform. And it takes a lot of
Ashe.
courage. Go ahead, Linda Hillen.
I said Ashe. I'm going to drop down now.
Okay, love. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great evening, everyone, and thank you again. My love and white light energy goes out to each and every one of you.
Thank you so much. Love you, sis. So, thank you so much, Linda Hillen, for those great ideas. Because sometimes I don't know which route to take. When y'all think I get up here and y'all think I know, I don't. So, next week, pull up with me so Miss Arissa, and let's show our love and support to this mother. Because so many of us are parents too. A lot of us have felt pain, but all pain ain't the same pain. In the same way we pull up for everybody else, let's pull up for her. And I'm not asking everybody to get on board and join, but I would love for y'all to. I would love for everybody to join me on my journey to make a difference. So, Arissa Bay, I love you, sis. Thank you for believing in me. It means everything to me. And I can't wait for you to share your story with us. And thank you for being so open to wanting to share it with me and my peoples. It means so much. Salute to everybody for coming through today. Hey, lovely Cherokee. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for subscribing to the links. Thanks, all the moderators that dropped the links. Whether you came in late or whatever, it's never too late. As long as you came through, even if you hit that like button. She said, thank you so much for helping tell my son's story. Man, she melts me. I feel very strongly about gun violence in America. Too many young lives gone so senselessly. Yes. So pull up with me. Thanks to RH Unlimited and Willie 3, they are making beautiful thumbnails of Colin, Michael Germany for Arissa. And Arissa is just not speaking out only for her. She's speaking out for everybody. This is for all the people around the world that has lost somebody to gun violence, young or old. When does it stop? That's the question I'm going to leave y'all with before we do her story. When does it stop? What difference will we make? What are we going to be able to say? What difference did we make? Because it's only going to get worse. She said, can we all put up a candle and legal sign up in solidarity? Absolutely, Linda Hillen. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button for me. All Pisces Vibes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please don't forget that like button for me. Share this live out. Spread the word about Miss Arissa and her story, so we can touch other mothers, and not just mothers, fathers, and not just fathers and mothers, but sisters, brothers, cousins, because everybody's affected. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. That's what we tend to forget. Colin, Michael Germany had siblings, family that loved him dearly, as so many others. Let's help these mothers spread their story and spread their awareness. That's what this is about, right? We're a community. We're family. At least I feel like everybody comes in here is my family. And I need my family support at this time. Thank you, guys. And also, like Shank Rock was saying, please go follow Switching Lanes season 2, episode 1. Help push Shank Rock in the algorithm. Help us build our dreams. We are building a road. We're trying to build a road to success. Sometimes I get lost in my word job, y'all notice, but as long as I fix it. We are trying to go somewhere different in life, and that's to success. I want to act. I didn't say I was Holly Berry or anybody, but I'm trying. And that's all it takes in life is to try. So for any young aspiring artists, or don't ever give up on your dream. You're never too old and you're never too young to do something different when you think life is failing you. It is okay to try anything your heart desires, because I'm doing it at the age of 45 and I feel damn good about it. And I'm not going to let nobody tell me different. I don't care what nobody says about me. I feel good about who I am today. She said, Danny said, we make a difference. Believe that they choose what they choose, just like we choose what we choose. Just keep praying to the Most High God that got us. Yeah. And we're going to tell Colin's story, Arissa. And I can't wait. I'm excited again. And I'm going to go all the way with you to stop gun violence. Thank you, lovely Cherokee. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So please, everybody, share that story once I put the thumbnail up. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Also, just so you know, the skull will be going live tonight. He is selling honorary wrenches for $100, I think. So if you would like to buy a wrench, I know a lot of people like how Skull brings his commentary and things like that, and want to be a big participant in the things he's got going on. He has a few TV shows that he's going to be a part of, and also he has the show, if ever anybody wants to catch up with the Mo3 story, where him and so many others had shared their experience with the Mo3 situation. So I think it's Hip Hop Homicide. Go check that out, and hit Creaming in the Mix Up or Money Taya if you're interested in purchasing a wrench on his channel. And also go follow Shank Rock. I think Shank Rock will be going live tonight. And also turn on that notification bell when you subscribe to these channels. That way, if Zeke, Jen, Dirty Red Vibes, Blended Healing, anybody go live, y'all will get that notification that these people are live, and we'll be able to just click on the link and don't have to go look through your mentions for them. And again, for everybody that put up on this panel, Smoke to the Bone, Shank Rock, Blended Healing, thank you all so much. And all to the chat, man, y'all, to my subscriber family, thank you guys so much for all y'all commentary as well. It matters, and that's what keeps me going and keeps me in the algorithm. And thank you guys for giving me a learning lesson today on something that I thought I knew about, but I didn't. Thank you. And make sure you subscribe to all these channels, please, and hit that like button. Don't forget to share, and don't forget to be subscribed to this channel for more upcoming content. And if you would like for me to share anything you got going on, such as Chrissy pulled up and told us about some of the life struggles she was dealing with and going through. If you would like for anything, me to talk about anything you just don't feel comfortable, please hit me up. My Cash App, Cancer Me Happy, is also my Instagram, and I'm willing to share anybody's story. It doesn't have to be in the name of yourself, and you just want me to touch on things that you're going through. I am down for that. I'm down to help anybody that is going through anything on this app. You're welcome, Marissa. I'm excited. I'm humbled. I'm blessed that you picked me. Thank you again. And again, everybody have a blessed day. Make sure y'all go check out ZNG, Lady K, my sis, Miss T, my sis, Blended Healing, of course. Always get me up through. Shank Rock, thank you so much for always holding me down and pushing my dreams every day. Every day he gets on me about doing what I gotta do and push me like, get them scenes, Miss Parker, get your scenes together. You know what I'm saying? And ask anybody if they interested in doing switching lane. And a lot of times I don't take it serious because I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. It's not gonna get me anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta speak that into my existence. 22 22 Ronan, salute. Thank you so much for coming through. If 22 Ronan has a channel, y'all can drop his link, please, because I want all all content creators links to be dropped. I don't know if anybody dropped TT's G, and I know you good at dropping links. TT, can you drop TT's link? I don't know if she was able to come through today, but if y'all can drop her link as well, so everybody can be subscribed. Never quit if you want. It's not worth quitting. Absolutely, Danny. I'm not giving up. But like I said so many times, I wanted to, but it's a non-give up movement for me and hopefully other people. Thank you, Miss Marie. Thank you for pulling up and giving great commentary. Everybody have a great night. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells for Shane and all these other great content creators. And like I said, Just Say No to Skull will be live tonight at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8:30 Central Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great interview. He has somebody powerful coming through to his channel. Hey, Miss Tanya Renee, thank you for coming through, love. And y'all go check out my girl. Please drop Miss Tanya Renee's link every Friday. Miss Tanya plays dope music, young, old. Thank you, 22 Ronan. Appreciate it. Young, whatever. We jam. Friday nights, when y'all don't find me, that's where I am, shaking a tail feather, dropping it like it's hot with emojis. Not in real life, but with emojis. I'm definitely jamming with Miss Tanya Renee, honey. And she shows me the best welcome, gives me the best welcome, and shows me the best time. You're so welcome, Tanya. I love your energy. You're everything. Please go support that sister, please. I do every Friday. Remember, if you don't go clubbing outside, go clubbing from the house, and she will have you up and just getting with it, doing the damn thing. Yes. You're welcome, Miss Tanya. You're welcome. And again, everybody have a blessed Tuesday. Be on the lookout for this interview with Miss Arissa Bay as we share and tell her 12-year-old son, Colin Michael Germany's story. And also, you can be pushing awareness now. She said you got a lot to say, and some ears need to see it. And yes, Lovely Cherokee, my baby, she comes from there. And Lovely Cherokee, once she met me in the chat, she's been coming over ever since. And she always leaves encouraging words. And Chrissy, if you're watching, please go check the community. Go check my comments outside that video. The check on it, just checking on everybody. People left some very encouraging words for you on that video. And if you're out there, I hope everything is still going good for you and stuff like that. I hope you got some uplifting words from those beautiful sisters that came up here and shared everything with you and took something from it. Hey, Gunja boy, salute. Thank you so much for coming through as always, Gunja. Thank you, Nina. Everybody go have a blessed Tuesday. Go check out Zeke and Jen's community wall. It's very uplifting. Lady K as well. And Blended Healing. These are some uplifting, motivational brothers and sisters. Man, y'all set my day when I'm in a dark place. So again, Christy, and for all those that was here for that live and was listening, please go check their community walls. When you need that, just that a real quick push of ambition, you get it from these people. And I also think Transparent Talk is going live tonight. So please go check out my sister Transparent Talk. Love you too. Thank you so much. Lovely Cherokee. Thank you. And thank you for welcoming me in Miss Tanya's house every time I come through without knowing me. And also my sisters came with me last time. Miss Tanya, I don't think you recognize, but Transparent Talk, Miss Scorpio Life, those sisters came with me to the party, you know what I'm saying, to show you some love, whatever. One thing about Transparent Talk, when she goes somewhere, we support her and we go there too. And as content creators, that's what needs to happen. Y'all need to start setting trends with your people to support who they support and give it a chance, do something different. Danny said, last thing I would like to say is no matter what you go through, you can turn life around. Much love. Bye, family. Bye, Danny. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you. Y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday. I'm probably gonna catch up on some TV shows, reality, and stuff. And again, when y'all see me cutting the loose like I did on Miss Callie's Kitchen today, that's just me having fun, enjoying myself. I'm human, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be serious all the time. I am free to let my hair down and cut a food. And that's what I do. I cut a food. I would be lying if I tell you I didn't. And it's just what it is. She said, thanks, Jen. I don't have a channel that's just my baby rock climbing up, but I'm thinking about it. Miss LaKendra, I'll support you all the way if you want to start a channel. I definitely will. I definitely will. Definitely will be there 100% behind you, LaKendra. Just let us know. Yes, Pisces, I showed off today. I did. Sis had to call and check on me. She's like, are you okay? Miss Parker, that's just not you. You know, I said I was going to do a book, you guys, a book of secrets, and tell all these secrets and stuff I knew. And the book would be dropping in the winter of 2024. And I was going to put in, for all the people that was ever sour to me, I was going to put a pickle on that chapter. And you guys, in their initials and stuff. But that's just how my mind thinks. I'm very creative, y'all. And I just like to put stuff out there that I'm not going to really put out, but just being funny. And I also say, just don't mind me. I don't feel good. That's my saying when I'm being funny or hilarious and just talking outside of my neck and things like that. Don't mind me, you guys. I just don't feel good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Kathy Bryan. I appreciate that. She's starting the movement already, and I love it. Thank you, legend. Thank you so much. I love you for coming through and supporting me. All right. Let's go, lovely Cherokee. Yeah, if y'all see somebody put the Nana, I don't care. Nana, I done did my commentary. If y'all see somebody use that is copyrighted and stamped Miss Parker's, Latasha Parker. I don't mind me. I don't feel good. So don't be trying to go to nobody's lives all late night and put that in the chat. Oh, don't mind me. I don't feel good. There's a lot of petty thieves on this app. And that is mine. I'm stamping it. For real, Z. And also, she just right, Pisces, and also 11 teen. I said people like to make 11 teen chapters of lives on her about one specific thing or whatever. But again, don't mind me. I don't feel good. I love you, Arissa. Thank you again. Thank you to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind me. I just don't feel good until we meet again with the Colin Michael Germany story. Let's put our prayers and the prayer hands in the chat for this mother and everyone else around the world that has been through this horrific life experience. And again, have a blessed Tuesday. Thank you guys again.